Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for inviting me this afternoon. While we're getting started with this, I'll get going with the first part of my presentation. So, as introduced, I'm Dan Murphy. I'm the Centre Director for Into Merry Hill. I've been at the centre now for 3 years. We originally bought the first share of the shopping centre in 2014, and then bought the second 50% of the centre in 2016. But there's a few interesting facts which I will. Oh, have you? Oh, excellent. No, I don't think it's got the presentation on it, actually, is it? No, with the video on it. Brilliant. Okay, all right, no worries. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so since we bought the centre in 2014, we've had over 70 million investment. I'm just going to run you through, what that is. But an interesting fact is that out of all the shopping centres in the UK, of which, believe it or not, there's 1,000, Into Merry Hill is ranked 8th, which is in the UK, which is above, for example, the Bull Ring and a lot of other centres as well. So it is a massive asset to Dudley, a huge asset and a massive employer as well, covering over 18 million footfall. As you can see there, I won't go into some of the details, but just to move on and then running you through what we've done. So over the last 3 years, with different leases and shop fits that we've done, we've converted over 300,000 square feet. Now, the retail world at the moment is pretty tough, but Merry Hill isn't suffering from that, not as some of the other sort of retail shopping centres are, which you may know around the country and around the area. It's a really good positive message for Merry Hill, and we want to keep that going. So if any of you visit Merry Hill, you see this is the Primark extension, which is one of the biggest Primarks in the UK now and trading really well. Flannels and Sports Direct. And if you remember the old Sainsbury's unit, we've now converted that into Next, which performs one of the top 5 Nexts in the UK as well. And for a long time, it was trading as number 1 in the UK. So that shows that there is the retail capacity within the area. One of the things that we are working on is the recladding of the building. So you might see at the moment, those of you who see the centre quite regularly, it's been getting stripped off. So we're putting basically a whole new coat on the outside. You can see some of the sample panels if you go along to the back of the Odeon where we've done it. So it's complete change for the whole centre. Now we'll find out if the video works. No. Okay, so that was just a run through, but I'll get that circulated so you can see the video at a later date. So it's not just the shopping centre; it's also the waterfront as well, which we're working with various different parties. So we've got the university coming in; they're fitting out at the moment. So that's going to be another great asset, because the key for me for Brierley Hill and Merry Hill's success is everything around it to build a bigger and better community. So a number of new key retails come in, bars at the waterfront as well. So we're building up that leisure, because the days of building big boxes and putting people in shops and expecting them to come in have gone. It's all about leisure. It's about entertainment and also retail. We've done a couple of other sort of things as well. We've put on the food market, so we've done 2 of them, and as you'd expect, every time we did one, it absolutely chucked it down. But it's been a really good success for us, so we're going to keep that going at the waterfront. And for me, with the Metro link coming in, with developing some of the sort of the land that's pretty much just been left to rack and ruin over the years, we can really start to build all of that community up to Brierley Hill and link the whole thing together. I don't know if any of you can tell from my accent, I'm not from this neck of the woods, but I am from Liverpool. When they built the shopping centre, Liverpool 1, many years ago, it absolutely destroyed the top part of Liverpool, Bold Street and what have you. But if you go up there now, it's It was similar to Brierley Hill, to be fair. It was quite run down, but it's absolutely teeming with life, restaurants, new independent business, and it's doing really well. And it's done that now because the whole of Liverpool has become a destination, and that's something that we can start working on as well together. Anyway, that's my presentation over and done with. I'll hand over. Thanks very much.